You can't curse what God has blessed. I wish I had some blessed people in here. If I had some blessed people in here, they would tell you, you are blessed in spite of who tried to curse you. You're not where you are because you don't have enemies. There's a lot of people hope you drop dead right now. And the only reason you didn't drop is because they can't curse what God.
Do you remember them days where you thought it was absolutely unbearable and you thought you wasn't going to endure that one? Do you know that your survival rate for every last one of them bad days is 100%? Your track record for surviving bad days is 100%. That's a fact. Your track record, you batting 1,000. You done survived every funky day you ever had. You survived every hater. You survived all the evictions. You survived the firings. You survived all the tell you no, we ain't hiring. You survived all the trouble you ever been in. Your survival rate is 100%. 100%.
What if I told you that God, He uses pain to simply break walls down in your life? I don't think you're hearing me. The only way He can do that thing in your life, the only way you're going to be able to contain that thing in your life, the only way you can receive the blessing He has for you is He's got to knock some walls down and He's got to build your capacity. And the only way He can build your capacity is He has to challenge it. Something's got to break. Something's got to give. Something's got to go. It's the only way that you can receive what He has for you. The only way your capacity can grow is that it must be challenged. It's got, and that's what pain does. It challenges our capacity. So many of us in this room, if you can get this revelation, your prayer life would change. Because many of you are going, God, just stop the pain. God, just stop the trial. God, just stop. You need to change your mind because some of you are thinking about giving up because you're in a season of failure. But just because you failed doesn't mean that God doesn't have a bright future in store for you. It is always too soon to quit. But I want to remind you that failure is not final, it's formative. It is part of the process. It's part of the journey. Your failure matters as much as your success. How do you think you're gonna grow if you don't ever fail? Yet some of you have failed and you have decided, well, guess what? I'm a failure. No, failure is an event. It is never a person. Just because you failed doesn't mean that you're a failure. In fact, failure is actually fuel for your future. The way that you grow, the way that you advance, you have to fail in order to succeed. Like every one of my successes is stacked on top of failures. You need to get a revelation today that the joy is not in the success. The joy is in trying. The joy is in the process.